We usually do the starting stream with a little music and stuff. We're not going to do that. We're not going to play no music, no starting the stream. We're just going to get right into it because I didn't want to wait this time like last time. Helicopter's been hovering and flying over the base for a while. We've actually upgraded the base. I know what the admin said. I can't build near the steps. The door where it was at was okay, but I said, hey, if the other big groups can bend the rules a bit, I'm going to bend the rules. So I extended the last door out to here. Now I got to put a little wall there, and I got to finish another wall on the other side, but I had to stop going and getting wood, chopping down trees because they keep flying over in the helicopter. The last time they hovered for a bit. And probably the only reason was I was opening boxes. So I was causing lag. Because every time you open a box, it puts the loot back on the server. Every time you close it, it takes it off the server. So they kept flying over. Now I've got a bear trap hidden at the very bottom of the ladder. It's hidden in a spot where you can't see it. I buried it in the ground. It's there. You'll know when you step on it. You can see like the side of it right here, but that's all you see is that little piece. And this one's at the very top. So when you come to the top, if you're not paying attention and you're going quick to try to get up the ladder and get away from somebody, you'll step on it. If you go up slow when you get to the top, you can kind of step off and move backwards, not touch it. So I know the admin said you can't camp the ladder. Right, I'm protecting my base. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So if they come back, they getting it. The base is full of loot. I mean, on this server, I will say this is the most loot I've ever had. Which my other guy, I'm playing my wife's account. She has her own computer over here. She doesn't play this game that much. She hates it. Because of the way you die and lose everything, have to start over. So I'm using her account to watch the stairs. My guy has my raid bag on him, logged off. This guy has a pretty big bag, but he has the main stuff logged off, which is most of the heavies and stuff. I do have C4 in the base at the moment. I didn't want to log in my guy and grab it because there's too much action going on at the moment. You have a new sponsor stream invitation. I know I have a new sponsor stream invitation. Thank you. But I don't want it. With close to 200 followers, what kind of sponsor is going to be something that ain't worth my time? I've been like this all morning, just back and forth, working on the base, wasting all the nails that I have left to get rid of them. But I do know if I build in this spot again, I'm going to build it 10 times better if I do this spot again. After talking with the admin, any of these spots like this with a ladder, I can build on them. I just can't put no window facing the ladder, no door facing the ladder. So this door's not facing the ladder. So when I decided to extend it out, I'm like, well, if the admin says anything, I'm going to say, listen, I had a window on the steps. You said no windows were allowed, so I walled that off. I put the door here, which you couldn't shoot out the window anyways. The window is there for a reason. You can open it from the steps, and then you can climb inside and then shut the window back, and you're inside a little hidden area beneath the steps that you can open and shoot out of. It's a cool little spot. But that's what I was going to use it for. I was going to open it. If I heard somebody coming, go out the door, climb inside and shut the window. That way I could just shoot out. We'll turn a little music on. I gotta have a little something, you know. I got some new stuff I've been working on. We need to get back to making our own music again with our own voice. But
there's a war inside my soul, feel it stirring deep. Temptations calling louder, trying to make me weak. But I hit my knees, crying out to the sky. God, I need your mercy, open up my eyes. This old man's gotta die like a seed in the ground. Let the light of your spirit turn my life around. In the name of Jesus, I lay it all down. The darkness is broken, I'm no longer bound.
yeah, the reason for building this door on out was I was noticing when I was laying here, I was deadly exposed. Exposed to them landing a helicopter and dropping somebody off on this, and they can kind of camp the door. I've also thought about next time putting a base up there, because any place that has a ladder, I can't block. But that building has stairs going up, and the stairs stop almost at the top. You can't get to the very top. But if you built like a little thing out and then built up, then you could block the whole top off. And that would be their way of getting in. They would have to come all the way up them steps. And that I could actually put a door at and camp. They could land a helicopter there. I don't know where they went to. They was fighting one of the big groups that came back. NTZ. Bro, let's turn the music back on. We got this on lockdown, bro.
He took my chain, now I stand up free. My heart's a battlefield, but I'm claiming victory. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Lift my voice high, glory to God, I'm ready to fly. Enemies creeping, trying to steal my fight, but I'm armored in his love.
Forgot to turn it off. We got 106 bullets. I can run in base and get more, but I just should hold them off. Don't need to use the full 106 bullets. My actual plan is to do this with the sniper. When they pop their head up, just boom, one shot them. Only a 308, and they're wearing legendary armor, which is 95% damage reduced, but they have shot to the head, because I killed 3 of them yesterday with this gun I'm using right here, and it's shooting 7.6239. Yeah, they all got shot in the back, and I emptied a full clip, but hey, they died. But those were back shots. Those wasn't headshots. I caught one of them going into the lab. They claimed they locked up. All I know was the guy was running from me to try to get into the lab. And then he froze and he froze for a second. I unloaded the clip. He died. I stepped back into the corner, dropped down and hid. Next guy ran past, stopped to look for me, turned, didn't see me, and backed right up where I was at, and I shot him in the back too. And then Third guy came running through. I got him. I was looting their bodies. I had chucked a toxic little grenade thing. What do we call them things? I forgot. I chucked one of those. It exploded. And then I heard a couple of guys coughing. And they are a group of probably 20 or more. So when I heard the 3 or 4 coughs, I'm like, yep, I'm dead. There's way too many. And then as they were shooting me, I seen there was a couple coming. I wasn't getting out there alive because I was trapped into where the labs is. Right as you zone in that area, there was only one way out, and I wasn't getting out. I could have zoned in, but I would have died in there too. They would have chased me down. Okay, they have left. Helicopter has not came back. Alright, well, we're going to take a second to give a base tour. Front door, tier 1. Or, I mean, tier 2. It's tier 2 front door. That's added on, that's why it's tier 2. These are all tier 3. I will upgrade that. Won't take no time. There's another tier 3. There's doors added in because I had to have 10 doors. I only had 8. So that door's been added in. It's tier 2. You got tier 3. This door I haven't upgraded yet. Still gotta upgrade it. Gotta upgrade it. That door is tier 3. The rest of these are tier 3. See, we got stuff to make more bricks. We're just running low on mortar mix, and it's pretty easy to find. I just gotta go find some. I got a gun rack back here. I got a roll of cabinets full of stuff. This right here is the catch-all for my brother's stuff that he just locks in there. I don't know. This right here takes a bit to load. These ain't the best guns, but we work with what we got. Sorry about that. We only got a couple guns here, but these are epics. I was working on getting legendaries yesterday, but like I said, the guys I killed had legendaries. They wound up smoking me. That's full of guns. We're not going to open that because that is slap full of stuff and it will take forever to load. I shouldn't open that. It's going to open this quick. I ain't got much in here. Got all my work stuff there. Got the coffee machine. The mag pump. This is full of ammunition and stuff. Takes a while to load. We're not going to open that. This is another catch-all. One of those you don't know what's going to be in there until you open it. Okay. My main guy is also logged out with all the drugs we've been making. But we have new seeds I got today. We got these, and these we haven't used yet. Which my brother has not been on today to do any growing. He didn't get on last night because he was playing the new EverQuest expansion. He's been playing that game since 1999. So he was like, "There's a new expansion." I'm like, "I'm playing DayZ. I'm not leaving this game." Alright, we need to go out looting. If they show back up, we're going to stay close in the area. We need some more mortar mix. I need some lumber while I'm out too. I need to cut down a tree. I need to fix that. And I got to finish fixing that spot over there. And this is mostly just an area for like camping the door. You got a spot here you can camp. you got like a spot here. And then if you want to catch them before they come up the stairs, or the ladder, what do you want to call it? Before they come up the big ladder, got that spot there. Okay, I will show you. There's bear trap number 1. Number 2, unless you're really looking, you don't see it. It's right there. I did have a landmine here, but I had to take it up. And I also had a landmine upstairs because there was no way for me to get around it. And I don't feel like blowing up. Let's go do some looting. Now, White Day's almost here. They did patch the game yesterday. Done the reshaders, which a lot of people have been complaining about today because their little mod they use doesn't work. I never used it. To me, like, why do you need to use a mod and cheat? I mean, you're already getting good enough mods as it is. You're getting better guns, better this, better that, better than vanilla. But yeah, you need a reshader mod thing to, what was it they called that? Yeah, reshader. A lot of people ran the reshader. If you're needing some kind of mod to get you an extra advantage, then that's you, bruh. You suck. Oh, there's something back there. Yeah, I'm glad I built in this area. Oh, I thought that was a guy at first, but that's a zombie. There's so many spots on the other side that I can get to and watch that ladder from. I can camp the ladder from the hill. I can camp it from anywhere. So for the admin to say you can't put a window right there and watch the ladder, no, but I can camp it from anywhere else. You got one guy at the top camping the ladder, one guy on the hill camping the ladder, or they ain't getting up. You catch me stopping like that, I'm probably listening to see if there's anybody close. Shut up, zombie. As far as the server goes, the Labs US3 clans, the server pop is extremely low because that group is raiding everybody off the server. There's only one big group left to fight with, and that group has come close to leaving. They threatened to leave yesterday because they would not quit. Their object is get into somebody's base, tear the base completely to pieces, throw all their loot all over the ground, and just keep camping them until they leave. Which is stupid. But you notice they ain't camping me. Because they already know. No matter what they do, I won't leave. I'm like a flea that gets on you, stuck in your hair. You're itching, but you can't get rid of it. They've tried to run me off. Bucket. And usually if I hear the helicopter coming, I run and hide. Trying not to get seen. Nothing, man. This is pitiful. Hardly anybody online. No, I take that back. There's a decent amount of people on. I'm part of the Gambino family. Nothing, man. This area is clean. Man, just send me back to bed. This is ridiculous. There ain't nothing. Like the whole area has been picked clean and I haven't even looted yet. I've been working on base. Nothing, man. Are you serious? Like, where's all the loot at? They done an update a while ago. And ever since I restarted the server, I have not hardly seen anything. It's been dead, bro. Which I had that problem once on my server I ran. I've done a restart with an update. Who's shooting? And after the update, I didn't see no loot spawn. I had to go into the files and fix it. Yeah, there ain't nothing. They've messed something up with that update. I'm not trying to get away from base too far. Ah, finally. Maximus whispers the cat. I'll take that for in town. Whoa, whoa. Chill about me. Nothing in there. Lord. Finally, something else. Another one of those. The Xmas things you sell in town, you get points for them. Or coins or whatever you want to call it. And with the coins you can buy upgrades. You can get like legendary guns, armor, stuff like that. You can also get upgrades for your bank. I don't know. Next time, this may be a better spot to build. Somebody is over there shooting, so. I do not know what they're shooting at. Why is my guy doing the like he's hot? My temperature is not that hot out. I'm on a cold map. I guess the more you run, your temperature goes up. I didn't notice that. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't shoot me. Please, don't shoot. I have family. Don't shoot. There's another one. DJ Cali. And there's another one. I actually need that. I'm collecting wrenches for base. Just to have them. Don't need them, need them. There's another Xmas thing. I got some in there at the bank in town. In the safe zone. Ooh, we need more baggies. Always need baggies. Gotta make more bundles. More bundles equals more monies. More money, more problems. I take my daughter this afternoon to therapy, so I won't be on this afternoon. 11:12 right now. Man, I was thinking it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's only 11. Holy smokes. Bro, I feel like I could pass out, but it feels like really it's late in the afternoon. No loot, no loot, no diggity draw. No loot in here. Get us a drink of water. Get us a plastic Coca-Cola bottle. It's a water bottle with just cola slapped on it, bruh. Tell me the guy making this couldn't have just made this an actual Coca-Cola bottle. Man, I'm fixing to pass now. Was that a package? Oh, that's mine. That's my shoes. That's my shoes. Hold on, let me shut this door here. You may have to turn the camera on for that. Oh, yeah. I picked them out. I better like them. These are supposed to be 8 and a half mediums. We'll have to turn the camera on for this here in just a second. We got the old school starter shoes. You know, everybody back in the 80s or 90s that had a starter jacket on. I was going to get some Larry Birds. The old school Larry Birds. The weapons. But I did not know they had them things on Stranger Things last season. They were sold out quick. They were sold out. I couldn't get none. Alright. These better be decent quality. No, I gotta say. I can already see one flaw right there. Well, try this bad boy on. And we'll turn the camera on, show you what it looks like. Oh, they got like a shoe thing. Lace these bad boys. Bad lacing job, bro. It is what it is. We'll take that off the side once we try them on. Got this Tommy socks on. Oh man. let's we gotta relace these bad boys. Yeah, that's my phone letting me know that hey, your shoes there. These things don't feel like your regular type of shoes. These just feel, I don't know, where's my foot at? Foot's right there. Yeah, I got room. I do gotta relace them though. Bad lacing job. They just, I don't know. We'll see how long that lasts, because somebody shooting again. You take like the shoes over here I'm wearing, these are Pumas. Expensive. But if you know Starter or even like the Larry Bird weapons, they were like 47 bucks. You could buy them things all day. But since Stranger Things, and things skyrocketed to like $100 something now. Larry Bird, Starter, and there was another company that made cheap shoes, affordable shoes. I can tell you, these Starters are a thicker shoe. One leg is higher than the other, I tell you. Let me go in this bathroom here. Shut this door. I'm gonna go AFK a second. Be right back. will say with these shoes. Oh, let me figure out how to turn the camera on real quick. The talking scene. Okay, we don't have a camera added in. We'll have to add a camera in. Let's do plus. Let's see. It's been a while since I used the camera on here. Video capture. Okay. Create new. Virtual. Hold up. Alright. I'm going to turn this on just for a second. These are starter shoes. I'll show you what the other one looks like here in just a second. Let me take my shoe off. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. I guess some shooting going on, but that's okay. These are starter shoes. Ready? These bad boys. These bad boys are like the LA Gear back in the day. I mean, you wanted the Jordans back in the 80s. You wanted the end of the 80s. You wanted the Jordans. Your parents couldn't afford them. You wanted this shoe, that shoe. You're like, ah, bro, I want these, I want that. And you're like, so you end up with a starter jacket.
She's as good as she can be with her personality.
I'm gonna put these in the thing here. I got those bad boys for Christmas. Like I said, I wanted the weapons, but you people in your addiction to Stranger Things in the 80s have skyrocketed the shoe price on certain pairs of shoes. And don't get me wrong, I could have went to StockX. They had some originals on there, game worn shoes of the weapons, Larry Bird's. Outrageous price, bro. I'll buy a new Xbox. Probably spend money on something like that or a new gaming PC. But the price is way up there. So with those type of shoes, I'm gonna have to find me a thicker pair of socks for those, because the socks I'm wearing here are more of a for the type of shoe I'm wearing, which is the Pumas. I do a lot of Pumas, Adidas. Shoe I was really looking to get, besides the other ones I was looking at, was the pumps. I had a pair back in 89, I think it was. 89 or 90. I played basketball for a little bit, and I wanted the pumps. I was like, and I begged for them things before I finally got them. But see, back then, you wanted a nice pair of shoes or a nice pair of clothes, and you really wanted something like that. Someone in your family, like your dad and your mom, would usually go out and have to get a second job for a bit, just so they can get you something special for Christmas, just so you can wear it to school. And that's the only place you were allowed to wear it, was school. You didn't get to go outside and play in it. You didn't get to wear it out to the store. You was going to a fancy restaurant, nah. You had to put on the slick shoes, them dress shoes everybody hated. Oh, we're going out to eat, you gotta dress up. We need to run to town. Sell these. Let's make a run to town real quick. I'll show you what the Christmas stuff looks like. But yeah, you was only allowed to wear them things to school, to the gym, for playing basketball, because that's what they wear, they were basketball shoes. I know Nike had the pumps, the Jordans, I'm pretty sure, but Reebok was the one that first came out with the pump. Didn't do much. Them things were cool. You just there, you pump that thing in class, and you just release it, and you keep on. After a while, the teacher's like, "Quit playing with that. Stop. You're making too much noise in class." You just be sitting there. It was awesome. I didn't really start getting into buying Jordan shoes till 93 or something, somewhere around in there. Started making extra money, mowing my granny's yard, the lady's yard across the street. You need if that gutter need cleaned, I cleaned the gutter. Granny give me about $20. Mowing the yard and cleaning the gutter out. And the neighbor lady would pay you $5 or $6. And then you give that money to your mom and dad to put in a nice new pair of Jordans back in the day.
I'll have to send you a list of them. She had to take vitamin D.
Come to my window, whisper sweet lies, told me everything's golden, but I see through your eyes. Night falls heavy, and I'm losing my sight. You said I'd be safe. Now I'm ready for the fight. You come to my window, but it feels like a trap. You lie in the darkness, I'm just waiting for a scrap. C4 on the door, I know what it means. In this daisy world, nothing's ever as it seems. Took everything from me, left it all bare. In a wasteland life, I'm gasping for air. Helicopter hovering like a ghost in the sky, with your crew all around. I hear them as they fly. You come to my window, but it feels like a trap. You lie in the darkness, I'm just waiting for a scrap. C4 on the door, I know what it means. In this daisy world, nothing's ever as it seems. Whispers of betrayal, I hear every word. Teammates in the shadows, plotting like a herd. Raid my base, they're scheming in the night, but I'm holding my ground, ready for the fight. So come to my window, if you dare to face. In this game of survival, I'm reclaiming my space. You thought you could break me, but I stand tall and free. In this daisy world, it's just survival for me. Hey guys, helicopter up, V up. Hey, what's in your helicopter? Got a couple C4, but a couple ain't enough. Hands up, throw your hands up. Tell you back up, we bout to tear this base up. Got your money in my pocket, I'm like a walking bank. Guns, blood, bodies on the floor, that's how we rank. C4 kicking in your door, this ain't no game. Daisy, Daisy, we playing for fame. Rolling with my crew, yeah, we taking big risks. Living for the thrill, yeah, we ride like kings. Got the maps laid out, we're making our plan. Scavenging the ruins, yeah, we're the wolf pack. Keep your head low, dangers all around. In this gritty country life, it's a battleground. Discord on the line, hear the chatter going loud. We're strategizing moves in this digital crowd. Every corner's got a story, every drop's a chance. Adrenaline rushing, let's see who can dance. Rolling with my crew, yeah, we taking big risks. Living for the thrill, yeah, we ride like kings. So load up the chopper, let's make our escape. Through the smoke and the fire, we'll reshape fate. With the sun on the horizon and the wind in our hair, we're the kings of this battle, yeah, no room for despair. From the ground to the sky, we'll forever be big. In this gritty country rap, we'll always be rigged.
sanctuary, I'm ready for the night. So I said, kick it in, let them know I'm not afraid. Pop off, I'm popping shots, this ain't just a game we played. Unload a full clip, I'm a soldier in this war. Before you step in, just remember what's in store. Shadows creeping closer, but my spirit's standing tall. God's grace is my weapon, I won't let my faith fall.
Alright. Apparently, the brand that makes the iconic starter brand that started back in the 80s or whenever they started is G3 Apparel Group. Also owned by Carl Banks and G3 Sports, a division which revived the iconic athletic parent company known for its satin jacket and team wear. The iconic brand group. Hold on. Hold on. Alright, sorry, my wife's on the phone. She keeps walking in the room. Okay, apparently I was wrong. The brand, the starter brand, founded in 1971 by David Beckman, or Beckerman, became famous for pioneer athletic sports apparel. Its iconic starter jacket in the 80s and 90s worn by athletes and hip-hop icon. After going bankrupt in 1999, Nike briefly owned it before selling it to Iconics in 2007. So apparently it was bought out by this other person, and then Carl Banks got involved, spearheaded it, and revived it to do nostalgic. Because, you know, it's funny, everything nowadays is TV show, movies are based around 80s and 90s. So when they revive stuff, they don't revive stuff and go, oh look, we brought back bell-bottom jeans from the 60s and 70s. Nope, it's like, look at these 80s and 90s pants we brought back, and shoes and shirts and jackets. You know, because the start of the 80s, into the 70s, certain people, like Larry Bird and other people, started having their own type of shoe, their own type of stuff they wore, and it became popular. People wanted to dress like them and wear their stuff, so. So, they make the starter shoe. Which, don't get me wrong, back in the day, it wasn't like your cheap brand, like everybody was, your cheap brand was like something you got at Kroger. I mean, not Kroger, but Kmart. That would have been like your cheap brand. But, starter was more of a step up. You had your cheap knockoffs, your stuff you would pick up at Kmart, Walmart, and then you stepped up and you had your starter, and then you went from starter to a little bit better brand, which was LA, and then you went from there to Nike and all the other brands. LA Gear was, I never had no LA Gear. Never really seen any at school or anywhere. I've seen some out in, you know, we go to the different malls and stuff back in the 80s and 90s. You would see people with them. I've seen a lot of starter people at school wearing stuff like that. 1990 is when our town kind of, like the next town over, our big Richmond, which was the next one over, the big mall got their Tommy stuff in. Tommy became popular, so that kind of skyrocketed, and everybody in town was like, "Ooh, we gotta have this, gotta have that." Everybody was wearing it, you know. Whatever was popping at the time, people were wearing it. I gotta go get some more lumber real quick. Should have grabbed some before I came up here. Should have grabbed it before I came up here. I gotta run like the wind. One day, for no particular reason, I ran in Daisy and then got shot. That's how it usually happens. I ate some of that bacon, bro, but I just wasn't feeling it. I'm one of those dudes that's nostalgic. I like certain brands, and people go, "Well, I gotta have this or that, or I need to have this or that, or I gotta have these," and I'm like, I go for the old school look. But I'm gonna tell you, wasn't nothing like putting on a pair of Tommy jeans with a nice shirt, get your necklace all on, throw your ring or two on, nice little watch, some nice cologne, nice deodorant. Fix your hair up and just head out. Just go get something to eat. Like, I'd always dye my hair. I'd go with like a blonde or blue, just to kind of change it up, and it was always, you know, it's always trying to look good. Same at school too. I mean, like, nowadays you see kids and they just wearing whatever. I'm just being serious. They just wearing whatever. They don't care what they look like. Like, back in the day, man, everybody was trying to look fancy. All us poor people trying to look good. That's just the way it was. We're only gonna get one log out of this. Two, if we lucky. Oh, probably could have got a third one. 10's all we need. I mean, you could see the real. I mean, you could tell a difference at school. Like, you had your poor that tried to look like they had money. You had your rich kids, and then you had your poor kids. And you could tell the poor kids. Like, they got the hand-me-downs. I started out with the hand-me-downs. Ain't nothing wrong with the hand-me-downs. I mean, those are the kids that would see you eating food, and they'd be like, "You gonna eat the rest of that?" Well, nah, cause like, I hate chili. Never did like chili. On chili day, they'd be like, "Man, you gonna eat that chili?" Like, no, I really don't even like it. I just want the peanut butter. But I trade you my peanut butter sandwich for that chili. That's sweet deal. Let's make a trade, bro. Cause they were hungry. They knew they wasn't getting nothing at the house. So they're gonna eat while they can. So us people, get that zombie real quick. The ones that usually cared about everybody. Them rich kids, they didn't care about nothing but themselves. So we would kind of just see somebody needed some food. We'd trade them for something we didn't want. Something they had. Where's that? Where's he at? Alright, let's go. Somebody else must be fighting. Here it comes. If I don't get him now, I'll have to listen to it the whole time I'm in base. he's not after me. He's not after me. Okay. I just want to get that 2 spots finished so I can call it a day with the base. And I'm pretty much done. We need to start working on some legendary loot, but man, it's hard to get anything like that. It's controlled by the bigger group. Anytime you go to the labs, they're in there. And they're waiting on you too. They'll sit in there until it says you got this many minutes to get out of the lab. And then they'll run for the door. They'll camp the place. Bunch of campers, bro. But seriously, those starter shoes, my dad had the old school ones. Just the plain white ones back in the day. Those were the dad shoes, bro. He wore them things everywhere. Not gonna lie, he was wearing them things everywhere. Going to the beach, he had them on. But they were a good shoe. I mean, them things lasted a long time. I can say one thing about that brand back in the day. They shoes lasted. That was any pair of shoe back in the day. I mean, back then shoes lasted, bro. You get a pair of shoes and you get a year out of it, you're doing good. Now I'm gonna hate on Jordans. Only because the fact that the last pair of Nikes I bought a pair of Jordans. Paid $100-something for them things. I forgot which ones they were. They were gray and black. I used them for shooting basketball outside, going to the store, just out to eat. Didn't work in them. Did not work in them. They fell apart quick. They did not last. And that was the only complaint I really had, was they fell apart. Like right where the shoe and the bottom connects together, that's where they came apart at. That was the only complaint I had, so I switched over and started wearing Adidas. So we'll throw Adidas under the bus too. Adidas same way. Wearing their shoes. They actually lasted longer than the Jordans. I got about 1.5 years out of them. And they split down the side. So I was like, okay. Used to wear lugs back in the day. Those were the things to wear, lugs, you know. All the rappers were wearing lugs. So I got me some lugs. It's like, got some lugs, got some boots. Them things were the same way. Fell apart. I was like, they're not really making any shoes good nowadays. They're just not making nothing, are they? Nothing lasts. Nothing's meant to last. Alright, let's get this one finished. I don't know why I made that. Don't need it now. So I switched over to Pumas, and my black Pumas I've had for 1.5 years. They've got a small hole, but nothing serious. The Pumas I'm wearing right now, I've had for 1.5 years. They are in perfect condition. A little dirty, need to be cleaned. Haven't cleaned them in a bit, but they're in pretty good shape. How many planks we got? 20 nails? We're gonna use it. Whoa, hold up. Oh, okay, so really putting it there ain't gonna do me no good. Nobody can get over that way anyways. Nobody can get around there. Nobody can get up over there. We're safe. I mean, yeah, at the top they could walk around, but they're getting past one door. Alright, let's move this out of the way. I'm gonna put my step ladder over here. Alright, let's do this. Let's go put this stuff up. Base is secure. Somebody makes it in, they doing good. Still got a couple of doors to fix up. That I mean, what is that? Let's see. You got 10 doors. Let's see. What is it? Let's figure this out because I can't remember. So it's 20 C4 if you got all 10 doors. Tier 3. Used to be on servers it was 3 C4 when I first started playing like 6 years ago. But they've changed it now. Which is good. Because there's a lot of people that have a hard time getting C4. They'll having to get more than 20. Alright, let's just add this up real quick. Because when I first started playing, I played on Trump's Wall. The door limit was there was no door limit. So the group we raided with the admin, because the admin had to help us, because they were unraidable. They had, I think it was 27 doors. We're going to go with 120 just to be times 3 C4. It was 360 C4. The admin spawned us tents full of guns, gun racks with guns. They spawned us big chests that sit on the ground, like the big crates. Each crate had like I guess 200. Each crate had like 200 something C4 in it. Crate would hold like 400, but had like 200 something each. And there was like 4 or 5 crates in there. We were running back and forth. Like as soon as we died, they'd spawn us back. Boom, boom, and we raided them up until the morning, till we finally got completely in. And then the admin said goodbye to the server. The admin said goodbye to all of us. We all had a good time. They said, we'll see you later. The server will be shutting down. The server was up for another 2 days. I played on it for another 2 days. Just reliving memories and stuff. And then it went offline. And disappeared from the server list. And it actually came back. Last year sometime. No, at the beginning of the last year, I think it was. Trump's Wall came back. It was back. It came back before that, but it was a PvE server, and then it came back as actual Trump's Wall, with the original rules. I tried to get everybody to play on. It's like, bro, there's no door limit. Your base can be 6 by 6 by 6. There's no helicopter limit. There's no car limit. I could not get nobody to play on there. They left it up for a good 2.5 months. Nobody played but me on there, and I was like, "Are you serious?" So everybody started logging off. Well, a little bit of people were there, logged off, and the server went down again. And then it came back with rules on it, like you can't have but this many doors, this, and this. And it's dead. The wall server's actually dead too. Give me a second, I'll be right back. It's 11:56. We're gonna go do a little looting, and then I'm gonna have to get off here. It sucks there's no action. I could go find some action. I could go camp their base and have them shoot me, but that's not the action I look for. I got no vehicle. Every time I get a vehicle, somebody steals it. I did not fix this. There's a reason I did not fix this, okay? I took the stairs down I put up here. You can't get up here. Now if you can, over there, come down them steps, you can get somebody to, and you crawl all the way over here, that's different. I didn't put no roof here, I'm not gonna worry about that. But yeah, it just gives me a little shot at the door. Yeah. Get down with the clown. Yeah, we need some mortar mix, man. Bro, I was gone for 2 hours, and now Trader is filled with Christmas. Sirloin the Great. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Are they doing the event like they did for Halloween? We'll just say yes. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. It's the great event. We should just go loot this little town up here. Why not? Be nice to my daddy, Santa. There's my daddy. Oh, I forgot to put those in base. You know where I'm from. Bound with good. Whip it. Ooh, that's what we should do on live stream one day. Make some whip it. I'm just kidding. I don't do that stuff. Making that prison kinda. Too bad these things don't work. Okay, it kinda goes hard. They turned the music. And they turned the music down. The music ain't down. It's still loud, bro. There has to be a base up here somewhere. All the shooting I heard earlier. But that 6-7. Boot it up. Bada. I keep forgetting. I just realized this. There's a box of nails. My money slide. I'm gonna drop them bad boys off in town. Next run I make town. Oh, wait a second. Give me that gun back. Some of the higher end guns do use that type of ammo. So, collect all the ammo we can. I'm definitely not picking those up. It's almost work time. It's work time. But what? I love me some classic Warcraft 3. Moa. Doo-doo-doo. Thanks for the follow. Scaring me at the death, bruh. Up here looting in this town. I heard the thing go off and it's like, I feel like Ripple now. Like I just got shot. Bruh. That scared me. I'm not gonna lie. Notification pops up out of nowhere. What's he know about me? Grenade and ammo box. I've already got a thing for grenades. I got too much loot as it is. We need mortar mix. First aid kit. I don't care to take them. I use them things like they're tic tacs. I'm constantly getting hurt and having to use one of them. Let's open this up a can. Mutant. Thanks for the follow, man. Chef Boyardee, this is good. I figure there's a base somewhere up here in this town. A lot of shooting that was going on earlier. Oh. Let's run back in here real quick. Let's hear them sleigh bells ringing, ding, 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 ding. Nice DayZ stream so far. I streamed this game too, trying to get better at it. Have some fun. Enjoy the follow. Yeah, I'm not the best at this game either. I mean, I played for a while, but I'm not that good. But I try. Come on, give us something good. Give me something good. A bow and arrow. Or crossbow. Either way, it's crossbow. Arrow. They suck. Some people like them, I don't. Alright. This. Empty. Yeah, I appreciate the follows. Oh wait, hold on. This is where my base was last time. As you can see, there's nothing left. I got wiped out. That's why I moved to the bigger, better spot. I have a way bigger base now. Shut up, zombie. You just want to smack a zombie. Noisy little things. Little noisy zombies. Alright, we gotta stop over here and grab some water. Let's make this quick. Sucks, I can't see behind me. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Nothing. I'm fixing to go down and mess with these guys that are sitting in their base. there's no action going on. Everybody's sitting in base. They're all hiding. Nobody wants to come out and fight. Let's see, we're here. They're all the way down here. We may check this old base out. See if it's gotten raided yet or not. We're gonna run down and check it out. It's 1.1 K away. Ooh, we need that. And the life is so delightful, and simply no place to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. You'll finally do that right. I don't know the rest of the song. They've been playing Christmas music in town at the safe zone. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. All I want for Christmas is some C4 to blow somebody's door open. Just bomb, 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 bomb on their door. Bomb, 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 bomb on their door. That's almost the same as the one song we won't sing. These guys better be online. Where do you rent a U-Haul? We're just gonna run. Put that up there. Let's swap it for that. Swap. I know if we go down to IMTL's big base, they have some cars outside. We can maybe pick lock on me and try to get one. There's only 22 people online. If they're online, they're probably going to shoot out the windows, but we'll see when we get there. I enjoy camping them. They're the only group that doesn't, I mean, they like to raid everybody else, but they're the only group that doesn't raid me. I can camp their base all day. They could care less. Yeah, this door is still on this base. Nope, it's gone. They probably got raided a couple days ago. I don't see no evidence of a base ever being here. No, wait, hold up. There's still some stuff. Food? Oh, yeah. Daddy likey. That's good enough. We just need some food to take with us. Alright, let's go check upstairs. Good thing that bear trap wasn't set. Holy moly, I would have stepped right on there. We'll say thank you, baby Jesus. I didn't even see that and ran right over it. Good thing it wasn't set. Well, that's not working. Why would you put that there? You can't even see what's inside of it. We'll take that. Yeah, there's 2 guns. I ain't picky. I'll take them. Loot is loot, you know what I'm saying? Nothing in this room. Whatever's in here, we'll never know. We'll never know because we can't see it. Why would you stick something inside of something? That kind of defeats the purpose of it working. There's that chest. And close that. That defeated the purpose of that. We gotta check that coffee machine out. I actually need that for my coffee machine. And I need another cup. Well, that flagpole is gone, so that won't be there too much longer. It'll disappear. We got some little bit of loot. Another box of nails. We can always use nails. My guy's logged out with nails on him too. I'm gonna stay in the same spot when wipe happens, because I'm gonna build a lot bigger base now that I know what I'm doing. I know what I can do and I can't do at that spot. I had the admin show me what all I can do and can't do. I can build as big as I want, I just can't block the ladder, put a window near the ladder, or put a door pointing towards the ladder. I can camp the ladder as long as I'm outside of base. I can't be inside a base camping the ladder. There's a whole list of things he told me. He said it was a good spot that I picked, but it's just a tricky spot because you camping the ladder enough to where somebody can't get up there. They're gonna report it, and then the admin's gonna have to go show up. We'll just leave that zombie in there. He was standing in the corner like a dummy. One of them dumb zombies. Here, zombie, zombie, zombie. Whoa. You see that zombie? That thing was running crazy. Alright. We're gonna go check this base out. Alright, let's kinda don't get any closer right at the moment. Oh, they put a ladder going up there. So it looks like from here there's doors up here in the very top. Like there's a door there, there. Man, that thing looks like it's gotten bigger since I was last over here. That looks illegal, son. I'm just gonna say it. That whole base looks illegal. Let's see if we can see it. Let's back up. See if we can see how many layers this is. 1. That is 8 stories. The thing does not include 8 stories. It says in the rules, and we will dispute this because I'm fixing to make an admin ticket. I'm going to be that guy. Let me go to the rules. Let's see what the base rules are. Raid path must be 1 x1 wide. Base limits. You/your team may only have 2 bases. They must be at least 2K apart. You can do 10 code locks. That's gates/doors to ensure there is a player-wide gap between walls and gates. Do not build in police stations, helicopters, blah blah blah. Do not build on roads. Okay. how big of a base can we build? What I need to see. Group size, you may not be more than the following amount. We're on US 3, which has no limit. Because it says US 3 no limit, no cooldowns, no alien, and alien is allowed, so you're allowed to ally with other people. Okay. Fair play. It doesn't tell you how big the base can be. Okay. The base is built with a ladder poking through a BBB floor / roof to the point where you get to climb. Raiders can climb the ladder.
No green meal. No. Sold out. It sold out in less than 2 days. So, we won't have any more stocks.
Taking over a base, logging during raid.
The one girl said Thursday. So, 6 days from now. But, they do have the steps to make the ticket.
Alright, we're gonna get off here and we will see you guys later. I'm gonna keep reading these rules here and see about putting in a ticket because this looks illegal, but